Alright folks, we are back once again with Ori and the Will of the Wisps. For today's video, we're going to power through some of the main story elements for the game. Although we have been spending a ton of time just adventuring and exploring and being a bit more free-form with things, we are finally going to get back to our main mission of rescuing Ku. So let's get to it. Okay, let's get started. We are currently on the spirit shard screen, and I'm thinking about doing some experimenting. I collected a decent number of skills or spirit shards the last time we were playing, and I came up with a kind of funky idea that might be good or it might be really stupid. The Thorn ability, deal 25% of melee damage taken back to enemies. I want to put that on because it sounds kind of cool. For a while, I was using Overcharge, reduce energy cost by 50% and increase damage taken by 100%, and I was getting fed up with it because I was playing poorly and taking too much damage and dying all the freaking time. And I wonder how much these two are going to combo together, because enemies are going to hit me for 100% more, but if I'm getting hit in melee, they're going to take damage as well. So this could be a funky way to cause enemies to blow themselves up. Now, obviously, I'm going to need a lot of health from doing this, so I'm going to equip Life Harvest. Enemies drop more life orbs, and I'm also going to put on Magnet so the orbs come to me from farther away. And if I really want to get Reckless, then I can equip Reckless, increase damage dealt and taken by 15%. That seems ridiculous, but I'm going to put it on because why not? And last but certainly not least, I was having a great time with the Ultra Grapple ability and coming to terms with it. And I was thinking that it would be a useful tool for a melee-centric build for trying to get to flying enemies, which is cool. I want to fiddle around with it more. It allows me to grapple to one enemy every time I jump. So once my feet leave the ground, I can choose to grapple to a single enemy. And that's kind of funky. But from here, I want to change up my actions. Now, because I take increased damage by 115% now, I don't want to use the Spirit Smash because it's slow and it has a long recovery time in its animations. So I'm going to put on the Spirit Arc for my melee. And I went to Ufer and I bought the Spike. This is a powerful spear ability with a short charge up. And I'm going to keep Regenerate on because why not? It allows me to channel energy to heal myself. So let's look at Spike real quick. After a quick charge up, then I send out that spear. And I'll do a funky jump back in the opposite direction that I'm holding the left stick. So that looks really fancy. So I can potentially juke enemy attacks and respond with a counterattack of some kind. Let me refresh my energy. And then, of course, we've seen plenty of the Spirit Blade. So we already more or less know how that works. So what we're doing now with regards to gameplay today, the last time we wrapped up by talking to Kwolok, and now I'm going to head in this direction towards Fallen Friend. Ku has fallen in the Silent Woods to the east, a dangerous place for a little owl. So we're going to find her quickly. So let's get to it, man. Let's try and find our boy. I do feel like we are reaching a climax. Oh, this will be a fun time to blast an enemy with our thing. That hits for a lot. I mean, we took him down to a pixel of health with just one shot, so our damage is certainly nice. Okay, I've got to use him to... Actually, I don't even need to use him anymore because I have grapple now. But it certainly feels like the game is reaching its climax in terms of storytelling. The poisonous waters were a looming threat for a very long time, and now that they're gone, things feel like they can come to an end almost. It feels like we've reached maybe not the turning point, but we're at the pinnacle of something. And we've got some Moki coming to talk to us. The Wellspring has woken. The waters flow clean. It's clean. Okay, we can fish now. We can swim. Yes, you can. Enjoy them waters, boys. Enjoy the water. And I will enjoy it as well. They are oh, boy. Oh, wow. Did he take damage from me just bumping into him? He does. Wow. I take a lot of damage too, but that is pretty cool that I can potentially troll enemies and bump into them and cause them to take massive damage because of the massive damage that I'll be taking in the process. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean I want to trade life with my enemies, because we don't trade lives here, Captain. But it does mean that if I do something stupid, like bump into an enemy in melee, then I am going to get a trade with them. So that's kind of cool. That's almost a fighting game type mechanic where your character could have the ability to trade blow for blow and eventually come out on top. Oh, I need you to shoot me right now. Thank you and please. So this is nice. This is very, very nice. So we've got our fresh air, and we can grapple over here. Then we'll do a nice jump and a dash to get, oh boy. The villain for this game is intimidating. That is Shriek. Shriek didn't see us. Careful, Ori. These woods do not welcome us. They belong to her now. I don't know about all that. I mean, I do have a spirit sword and a spear that I'm ready to throw at her face. So, you know, maybe the woods will also belong to me pretty soon. But this is very dark. This is this is probably dangerous. Oh, that's a spike as well. Things have gotten just instantly very dark. Okay, and those things in the water appear to bounce me, and it's instant death if I touch the ground. The floor is lava, confirmed. So I want to boing on this thing and go up here because I saw some currency. It's not a lot of currency, but every little bit counts. Oh, there's a spike up there. That's bad. It's almost like as soon as I cleared the corruption, I'm into another corrupted area, which almost feels bad, but it can't stay happy-go-lucky forever. And I suppose that's a very sad commentary on life, isn't it? You can have these victories and have these moments of joy, but take a few steps in the wrong direction, and you'll be greeted by sorrow once again. We did find a save point here, so we'll be able to teleport back to this area in the future, no doubt, so that we can discover new secrets. Oh, this appears like it was potentially an ability that I could have unlocked, but we just have to talk to Key. Ah, Lightbearer, your kind is not welcome here in my garden. When the trees needed you most, yes, you were gone. Now look, my garden is all but dead, see? Cold stone, bitter dust. Leave this dying place, yes, as you and your kind did before, unless you can bring my last daughter healing. Bear her poisoned lamp, Lightbearer. Find a healer of nature. Right what your kind has wronged. I'm not going to take any blame for all the shenanigans that he's trying to place on me. So I got a lifeless branch, and this is a very sad story that we're getting involved in. The Tree Keeper. Find someone who knows a lot about plants. All right, we're going to hold on to that. I'm not going to concern myself with it the way that I did with Talk and his stupid compass. I did end up finding that, but it was very anticlimactic because I just Googled it. I was super tilted the other day while I was looking for that thing. So let's continue on. We've got a quest item. I'm going to let it sit there, and we can revisit it another time, because I'm very interested in finding Ku at the moment, because it's been so long. Oh, I've got to be very careful about jumping here, because I'm always on the lookout for these balls that allow me to spring up into the air. Now, there might be some currency up over here, so let's get on to... Oh, no, it's not currency, but it is a door that I require keystones to get into. And already we found one. Accidental discovery. But one thing I will say, and I've mentioned this to one degree or another at one point or another before already, but the storytelling in Ori is very strong. That was dumb. The way that things are paced out, it feels very natural, and it ebbs and flows in a beautiful way. And I noticed it a lot at the beginning of my experience with the game, and that has persisted throughout. And the funny thing is, I want to say for a while there, I forgot a little bit about Ku, and I was just on my own adventure as Ori, just doing things. But now that we've gotten here, I'm being reminded of what my initial mission was. Because you really can get lost in the expansiveness of the game and the beauty of the game, because you start off and there's this amazing family that you meet, and then they get separated, and depending on how many days it takes you to complete the game, how long you spread things out, you get a little sidetracked from your initial mission, and you just kind of have fun exploring when you could actually just be going straight for the main plot. Oh boy. I'm not crying, you're crying. Stop. Okay, Shriek is coming. Let's get to cover. Oof, that's actually terrifying. Yet another thing playing with the scale of Ori, making him feel incredibly vulnerable in the face of something so insurmountable, especially Ku. Because Ku doesn't have powers. Ku's like, yo, jump on, fam. We about to be out of this place. It was time to find the way home. Oh, this is great. Oh, I now remember Ku can glide. I wonder, can I flap? No, oh, that's amazing. I can use the spirit arc while I'm on here, and I can flap. I can use Ku to blow wind with his wings, and I can use the spirit arc, or I can suicide the both of us. That works too. So this should be a fun section. This is changing up the gameplay quite a bit. I wonder if I can. Oh, so look at that! I can blow the leaves away. Press X to flap to generate a burst of wind. Oh, okay, they're telling me about the mechanics. Hold RT to glide. Let's flap that boy. Is this breakable? No, it doesn't seem like it. That's okay. I like this already. Ooh, look, we've got some currency. Another fun thing. I remember yesterday I said that I don't like swimming levels in any game that I've ever played, and I still don't. And one thing that every game has to do is have a gimmicky level where you're doing something different. Oh, I know what I can do. I forgot I have a double jump. Every game has to have a gimmicky level for doing something that's just slightly different, whether it be a mission where you're randomly riding a tank, or in Call of Duty it was the sniper mission with the ghillie suit all gilled up. But there's always something to come into, and why can't I do something so simple? There's always a mission that comes in, and it's slightly different from what you normally do, or it's a huge departure from what you normally do. And right now we have that huge departure because we are flapping around as a significantly less agile bird creature, also known as an owl. And Key is here again. You shine bright, spirit. You disturb the silence. Folly. She hears, she sees, and you, yes, you are easily seen. We obey the silence. Those who do not, they never leave. Okay, that's very ominous, Key, but ain't nobody got time for your fear. Okay, well, we have a wall that is glowing yellow, and these things are yellow. So I'm going to bait him and I'm going to push him into the freaking wall. Or I'll pop him. I'll just have to wait till he respawns, probably. And I'll probably have to use him. Oh, no, I can shoot the fungus. And I can get a keystone from that as well. See, the thing respawns, so the game knows that people are bad. And it's going to make him respawn so that I can bait him again. I probably have a bit more range than I realized with this thing. Yeah, I do. And the explosion radius is quite large as well. So let's get in here and get that keystone. Be careful not to bump our head. And unfortunately, I can't use regenerate while I'm on Ku's back. So that stinks. But what I can do is potentially shoot those things and get the life orb from that. I need 4 keystones, so I'm going to have to continue exploring around this area until I find all of them. Wonder if there's something. Hey, there we go. I'm getting really lucky with these exploration parts right now. Okay, like, I'll give you an example of a game where the random mission was not that good. It's Destiny. Whenever I ride in a tank in Destiny, I don't really care. Like, it's fine, but being in a tank in Destiny doesn't feel that great. But right now, with Ori, flying around with Ku feels like it's an organic transition away from the gameplay that I normally engage with. Okay, it looks like I can't get back up to where I was before. And the same thing with Call of Duty and all guild up. And in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the remaster of the game, the missions where they have you doing stealth, those transition you into something wild and crazy. Oh my gosh, Shriek looks so intimidating. Because in a lot of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare missions, you are just a soldier and you're super strong, super talented, and you're just mowing people down. And then they put you in these night missions where the intensity skyrockets. I have all 4 keystones already. I thought I only had 3. Okay, so let's open the door. And those missions feel great. And then the same thing when they give you a sniper rifle and they make you do these long drawn back missions where you are pew-pewing enemies from an extreme distance as opposed to fighting up close and using your assault rifle. It feels nice. We're getting a lot of currency for this, and we have another one up here that I can get on the first try. Redemption feels good. So yeah, so like I understand why games and developers put these missions that are different from normal missions in the way that they feel and the way that they look. But it is also important that these missions don't feel like some random throwaway garbage. And currently this does not. It feels well thought out. And it's also a callback to what we were doing at the start of the game. When we were teaching Ku how to fly, when he first learned to fly, we rode on his back. And now we're doing it again. I actually don't... Oh, I can bait him. I was going to destroy him. But then I saw up here that there was another thing that I could bait him into for some extra currency. So we're actually getting a callback, and we're getting a different mechanic. Because when we first got to fly on Ku's back, we weren't flying on him for so long. We weren't using him to solve puzzles. It was just to further the story. So there is a real sense of growth in the mechanic itself. So we've got so much going on here. Oh my God! Shriek killed the wolf. Okay, I guess that's the type of power we're dealing with here. Shriek is capable of killing the wolf that gave us massive trouble in the early stages of the game. Okay, let's glide over here. So far, so good, though. I'm doing very well on these slower sections. Is this breakable? No. Flap. Is there something over here? I don't know what this is. I'm probably going to have to revisit this area because there are grapple points, but I'm not able to grapple while I have Ku. Oh, I've gone in a circle. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, hello. Can I jump onto the wing? Let's see. I can jump onto the wing. But oh man, Shriek. Oh, it's breaking. It's breaking. It's breaking. I didn't do it. I didn't touch it. It wasn't me. The way home just out of reach. Ah, that's right, because Ku's wing is damaged, and we need that extra feather to mend onto his wing so that we can fly. This man, this girl, Shriek, eating stuff right in front of us. That's horrible. Not in my forest. Let's continue along. Now, hello, Shriek's on the move. Oof, look at the... Listen, I'll tell you right now, if I wasn't 27 years old, I would have shit my pants as soon as Shriek did that. Oof. It's terrifying, dude. It's terrifying. Especially if you put yourself in the character's shoes and try to empathize with their situation, the scope and scale comes back into play again. Baby owl, tiny spirit creature, smaller than a mouse, being chased by this. I mean, relative in terms of scale, I would say frickin' Shriek is the size of 5 LeBron Jameses stacked together compared to a normal human, and that's pretty frickin' tall. Okay, oop, almost boinged my head on the spike. Wait, am I going in the wrong direction? Oh yeah, I'm going back the way that I came if I go that way. So I want to go this way. I'm trying to get us out of here as quickly as possible. Because I think it's clear that the exploration that I can do is limited by having Ku with me, because he's not as agile. Yo, you better grab that feather so we can fix you up. Reunited only to be separated again so soon. If they tell me, yo, if they pan up to a shot of Shriek eating a baby owl, I will legitimately uninstall this game right now. Oof. Oh no. Ori can't even run. We were damaged by the fall. Okay, I can still double jump. I can't dash though, and I can't run at full speed. So I can only do this tired walk. Okay, baby owl has not been eaten, so I don't have to uninstall. Honestly, the game's writers can go screw themselves. This is the most sad thing that I've ever seen. I'm not crying, you're crying. Okay, I guess that's what we're doing tonight. I certainly was not emotionally prepared for this. Hello, Kwolok. I know it's sad. I'm saddened for you, friend. The voice of the forest has done what it can, but its light is weak, yeah. Still gonna do the Randy Savage voice because I've discovered that to be a thing. Too many have suffered in these dark times, yeah. The smallest among us the most. With the willow's end, the light shattered. The spirits perished, and our land fell to decay. The fragments of light were scattered, weakened, barely wisps. Left as they are, their light will fade forever. It's only a matter of time. But with the Buki's help, I've located the places where they fell. The forest memory bound by frost in the north. Its eyes lost in darkness to the south. Its strength drowned in waters to the west. Its heart buried beneath the shifting sands to the east. And its voice, who journeys with you alone, they are weak, blah blah blah. Didn't get to read it. If anything can undo the damage that has been done, it is the will of the wisps. No longer can I remain hidden in my hollow. No longer can I remain hidden in my hollow. I too will join the search. Farewell, little one. Damn it, I'm reading it too slow. Randy Savage voice is too slow for the pacing of the dialogue. Okay, so it looks like the game is certainly not ending, and I have collected Kuro's feather again, so I have the glide ability once more, and I can use it on wind currents. But it looks like the game is not over yet, and from what I gathered from that brief cutscene is that we are going to travel to, let's go to the map and pull all the way out. The areas that we're going to go to are essentially different elements. The Wellspring is, I don't know what friggin' element that is, but we've got the Inkwater Marsh. We've got like the forests and jungles. We've got down here in the darkness. I don't know if that's water or what, but it feels like there is going to be some kind of play with elements, especially from the sand. The sandy area, there's going to be some elements in there. So, if I'm honest, I'm not entirely sure what to do from this point on. Like what part, rather what I should say is I don't know what I want to do yet, because I have a lot of options. There are plenty of different things for me to explore, plenty of quests for me to do. We see the Kwolok ore all over the place, and I've even collected some of my own, so I could probably do more projects and things for over here in the Wellspring Glades. And I can explore new areas where the waters have been cleared. There's so much, dude. There's so much. And I suppose two things, right? Two things that I want to say at this point. I've had more fun than I could have ever asked for from the sequel to a fantastic game that I enjoyed in the past, Ori and the Blind Forest. But also, I suppose we can cut this episode a bit shorter, because the ending that we got from Ku getting shellacked by a giant, like, whatever the hell Shriek is, some kind of deformed bird. We can't go any higher than that, really, or lower in terms of sadness. But I would like to know how you guys enjoyed this play session overall and Blue in the Face as a concept. Like I mentioned at the beginning in the first episode, this is considerably more unstructured than the normal videos that I make, in the sense that I am just rambling about whatever. In Ori, I'm dying a bunch, and I'm experimenting and just talking about whatever comes to my mind. But in other games, it could potentially be different. For example, I have thought about doing a Blue in the Face playthrough for Titanfall 2, because the story for that game has interesting things to talk about with regards to story pacing, but also gameplay mechanics and general innovation in first-person shooter gameplay mechanics. So that could be a fun playthrough to go through for those reasons, and I could potentially recount my first-person shooter experience and many other things surrounding that topic. Other games that I would enjoy playing, Doom Eternal. I didn't play Doom 2016, but I really like watching 100% speedruns of Doom 2016, because it's such a challenging game. To watch people do that on the nightmare difficulty is absurd, and I'm in awe at their abilities. So if you guys would like to see me play Doom Eternal in a Blue in the Face playthrough style, then I could do that too. Something like that potentially. But there are a lot of games out there, and I want to make Blue in the Face an integral part of the channel. I want to bring you guys something other than a constant flow of Destiny to overviews and reviews and guides. And hopefully, sometime in the future, a game will come out that isn't Destiny, that isn't Anthem, or whatever else that I feel as though I can make reviews and guides and overviews for, because I think that would be fun, and it'd be a nice change of pace. So I say all that to say, let me know if you enjoyed this. Let me know if you would like to see a Titanfall playthrough. Let me know if you would like to see a Doom Eternal playthrough, or a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 playthrough, or a Borderlands 3 playthrough potentially. I did have fun with that game when I played it. It was a bit buggy experience. Doesn't matter. Just talk to me, people. Talk to me. So, with all of that said, we are going to wrap things up here. It was a significantly shorter episode, but Kind of is what it is. That's just how the cookie happened to crumble this time. But short does not mean bad. So as always, the name of the game is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. The name of the channel is iBluairJgR. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.